Hello everyone, this is John Marshall, the DrillMaster, with another video critique. This is Central High School. Let's scroll down here. Central AJROTC, St. Joseph, Missouri. And it looks like it's a pep rally, which is actually kind of cool. I remember performing our routine for a pep rally when I was in high school. And it's the best feeling to have your classmates cheering for you. So the left hand slap on the rifle probably can't hear it with all the classmates talking there. Yeah. Try restarting my device. Okay. All right. The hand crossed over. It's just a personal thing with me. I've never really liked it with the left crossing over to grab the wrist. It just looks kind of strange to me with the rifle pointing off in another direction. But it's still effective. So just make sure that everybody is the same, using the same technique. Well, this morning it looks to be a difficult morning for my cable provider. So you can see alignment is quite off here as you enter. So now here, look at, I'm not going to pause because it'll just cause too much lag. Look at the technique that was here. Some of the team were bent over at the waist, and then there were even a couple at the back. Who did you report into? Was it the principal, or that's kind of cool. All right, it was kind of a confusing way to get into this formation. And then the team, plus you weren't performing into that formation. You haven't performed into this formation. So so far it's been march, mark time, perform. March, mark time, perform. A couple of technique issues, which is why, and maybe also some strength issues as well, but which is why you have variation in the rifles. Now, if you look as you throw the rifle into that initial right hand way back, there were angle also issues there, and again. This is so a little bit of a mistake there. So timing is fairly decent. The issue here, though, is that you're not performing all the time. You're marching to a formation to perform. Here you march to the cordon, and the cordon took an extraordinarily long time to Oh, okay. So the pass-through there, honestly, it looked really bad. But I think you had cadets going to different areas in this in this line. So maybe that's why but honestly, I think what you need to do for that pass-through, so it took a really long time to make the cordon. You were marking time forever, everybody was not aligning properly at first. Now, when you this is a display of fantastic timing. Really well done. Well, a little off there, but the first three, and just like foot stomps, that the bringing the left hand out just to smack the rifle, you might as well call a command. I was expecting some exchanges in the cordon. Now, see, isn't that awesome when your classmates cheer for you? It's really cool. Now, so you've got a nice foot beat going, but no rifle work. So all right, so I'm gonna have to stop. I'm sorry. I know it's just gonna lag when I hit play again. So the pass-through there, was very messy and had absolutely no effect at all because it was so messy. So at least for the pass-through from the cordon, you pass through and then you swept the lines back, but you didn't perform that whole thing. But at the pass-through, you really need to keep both of the lines of the cordon exactly straight. Now, if you have to, look away. Not everybody is looking to the right, but look away from your audience. Your audience is where the camera is, where I am now, from this view. So as you make that pass-through, though, to make it as effective as possible, then you need to keep the line straight so that when both lines meet in the middle, they're exactly straight. You have to do that, or else the impact just isn't there at all. And that's what you want. You want something that impacts your audience, that communicates well with your audience, and that didn't communicate well. So now here you're in your second circle, and what I would highly suggest, and I will write this down so I can remember to put I'm going to put the boxes of 3 method, and then also the levels of performance link down below. There's a couple of articles that I've written that can really help you understand give you some variation for your moves, the boxes of 3 method, but then also the performance application levels article. When you have, there are 3 parts of your well, possibly 4 even, but we'll stick with just the 3. There's foot, then there's body, and then there's rifle. And those there, you can have different levels. You can have a basic level, an intermediate, and then an advanced level for all 3 of those. So when you aren't spinning and just doing something with your feet, your feet are either at, well, for that it was just intermediate for the foot stomping that you were doing to come into the circle. So that's intermediate. But then rifle, it's not even basic. Well, yeah, it is. It's basic. You're marching at port. So then you have intermediate, and then body is basic, and rifle is basic. So it doesn't balance. It's very heavy on the footwork there. Now, if you have the whole point of what I'm trying to say here is that you need to bring all of them up to a certain level, and bringing them all up to intermediate, having everything at basic is okay, as long as you're consistently progressing throughout the year. keeping the routine like this, where you just march at port arms, get to a formation, mark time for an extended period. Honestly, that's 3 times that that the whole team was marking time until the commander did the hand slap. That's also interrupting the flow. So you've got the application levels, you've got the horizontal flow of the performance, and then vertical flow would be each individual transition from and to either a move with the rifle or a drill move on the floor. And so you have very intermediate and basic movement in there with your flow, and the flow keeps getting interrupted because it's not a constant performance. So that's your goal, is to have a constant performance. Now, let me say this. It probably sounds like I'm bashing cadets, as a small handful will cry and whine about. That's not it at all. This is about education, purely education. Now, if this is the level that the team can achieve, then you need better excellence. And it's okay to achieve this level because of time, which is the one of the biggest constraints really for high school cadets, because so many have this sport or that sport, or they don't. The AJROTC program has so many other integrated things, like the rifle team and orienteering. I forget what it's called for Army, but all kinds of different things, and the instructors are there, and with cadets, a couple hours before school, a couple hours after school, and it gets to be a long day. Plus, you still have to go home, do homework, and all that other high school kid stuff. So it's okay if you're just going to remain at this performance level, but work on the excellence. Okay, if you can't necessarily work on the application levels, and you're unsure about with the rest of the year coming to a quick close now for this school year, if you're unsure about taking time out of practices to learn new moves with the boxes of 3 method that'll be linked below, then that's fine. That's okay. Just understand that the performance so far really doesn't flow very well. You have some nice moments, individual moments, but they're not linked very well. So, but then again, like I said, it's okay. If this is the level that the team is comfortable with because of the time commitment that you can give, and also it looks like the commander can spin, and that's outstanding. It looks like maybe some of the other cadets possibly can't. Not a stigma for female cadets. Many female cadets can actually spin very well, and spin the 8.5 pound rifle as well. So that's awesome. But generally, the freshmen and also female cadets aren't able to achieve that high spinning level that's required by the drill team immediately. So I get it. Great pauses here. Oh, this is fantastic. Now ensure that the technique is exactly the same, and ensure that the rifle is held without it moving at all. I really appreciate this. Oh, that's even better. That totally unexpected. I really like that. Very, very good communication for your audience. Now, the audience here, the rest of your school, might not understand how you are manipulating timing there. Hey, that's cool. That really is. I like that. I like that a lot. And obviously everybody does too. Which is just great. So you're you're communicating well. Thanks for the toilet paper, scumbags. Jeez. So, Commander, it looks like you have your personal rifle there. Nice. Nice job. And I appreciate, it looks like everybody has, well, everybody in frame here has the same technique. And I appreciate facing away, or the body facing away, and the heads forward. Oh, and that was it. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I do appreciate that that very much. And I'll just put it back here just for to keep the team in frame here while I just talk for another couple seconds. Okay, minutes. All right, so you have some very sharp movement in there, and I really appreciated that second circle. Actually, if you could combine both of the circles, that would be perfect. The step out, the slow motion, really nice. Really, really very intriguing, and that's the perfect way to keep your audience engaged, and that's exactly what you want. You did an outstanding job there. Now, backing up to the rest of the performance, you know, I've already gone over the kind of the stop start of the performance throughout, but really, what you've done here shows in that there's been a good amount of practice put in here. And again, if this is the level that you want to reach, then that the team has agreed that, you know, you're fine staying here, then more power to you. I would still keep working on that excellence, trying to get all that timing taken care of, and making sure that everybody's technique is exactly the same. So you know, stop the video at certain points, and you'll be able to see rifle angles as you're manipulating them, and you got to make sure that everything is the same, and that communicates even better. So anyway, I appreciate the performance. I really do. I liked it a lot, even with the issues in there that I identified. I still liked it, and I really appreciate being asked to critique it. So thanks, Central. I think you did a very good job, and I wish you all the best in future performances, and maybe I'll critique you again. All right. I hope my words have been helpful. Thank you.